For the last half of this lecture, I just want to kind of talk about the last part of characteristics functions, part 4, parent functions. Now, I love asking a parent function on exam to kind of figure out, and normally figure out what you know. And so normally what I do is I'll say like, state and draw 4 parent functions that you know. And we're going to do quite a few more than 4. So I'm going to show you this. Now, constant, I particularly do not count this as a parent function because it's just a horizontal line. I'm more inclined of looking at the identity or a linear function. And in knowing these, I would like you to know the equation and the graph because we're going to work with these and see how all this come back to it. Now, we call these parent functions because just like you possibly look like your parents, like I have kids and my oldest child looks a lot like me. Now, you can definitely, when you meet her, know that she is like me. We are similar personality. We look similar in the facial features, but she has brown eyes like her dad. I have blue. She has straight hair like her dad. My hair is not so straight. And so we're not exactly the same, but if you were to look at 5 kids, you'd say, oh, that one is Miss Object's kid. And so when we're looking at parent functions, all functions similar to this one streams off of it, but they're not exactly the same. So you've noticed we've already been graphing straight lines, and they all relate back to this parent function of y equals x, but they're not exactly. Some of them are tilted some are going downwards, but their parent is y equals x. So the parent function, you need to know that this is f of x equals x, and then it goes through 0, 0. This would be the parent function. And the next 2 parent functions we look at are a quadratic and an absolute value. The equation is y equals x squared. All square functions look like this one, but the most basic one goes through 0, 0. It has a U shape, it has a point at 1, 1, etc. Absolute value of x looks like a V shape. You can see it also goes through 0, 0. Double page there. 1 over x squared is a reciprocal function. You can see that it has these 2 kind of L shapes with nothing in the middle here, actually an asymptote there. The square root of x, you can kind of see it just looks kind of like a heel. It starts at 0, 0 and then goes up and over. And then the cube root of x, it has that square root that we're looking at, but it now has this undering piece here, kind of like a cubic one that has been flipped over. So I just wanted to kind of show you some parent functions, talk about how they relate, and as we move forward in the course, we're going to do a lot more with these parent functions.